On my continuing exploration of classic Canadian comedy, we're going to be looking at something that a lot of people have asked me to check out. This is called The Red Green Show. Now, I googled it because I had never heard of this TV show before. It looks like it was a show that ran between 1991 and 2006, so it has a lot of episodes, I think over 300 episodes. Today we're going to be looking at this skit. It's called Handyman Corner. I've got 3 different videos to check out today. You can tell me what your memories of the show itself are. Tell me what you think about the skit Handyman Corner. What's your memories of that too? What's your favourite part of this television show? And yeah, let's check this one out anyway. This one's called Oil Change.
This week on the Handyman Corner, I'm going to show you how to change your oil. Or more specifically, how to change the oil on your car. It's something that you have to do every couple of years, and darned inconvenient. Plus, it can cost you upwards of 15 bucks. Besides, when you get it done at a gas station or whatever, you're just not sure whether or not they've done a bad job, you know, whereas if you do it yourself, you know. Okay, first thing you're going to need is something to catch the oil with when you're taking the old oil out. I like to use one of these foil roasting pans. This is one I used to cook a turkey in last night in the microwave oven, which has actually created another Handyman Corner for us later in the season, how to fix your microwave. Next thing you need is an adjustable wrench. This is to loosen the nut, the drain plug on the bottom of the oil pan. And this is another handy little item here that I like. It's a creeper. It's got the wheels on the bottom, and you use that to lie down on and roll yourself under the vehicle. So, put the creeper in place, get our pan, we got our wrench, and under we go. Oh, okay, all right, here we go. Oh. Okay. How many of you handyman noticed my little trick there? On purpose now, I forgot to raise the jack, or pretended. I forgot, that's it, I pretended. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Okay, so you go around to the jack, because you got to raise the car up to get under it. You know, any idiot knows that. So you set the jack to raise. It's like going to your boss and saying, hey, Jack, how about a raise? And up she goes. Boy, oh boy.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're getting there. I may need a longer jack. Oh, there you go.
That is coming off of there, man. I knew it, man. I knew that was coming off of there.
So if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, get yourself one of these engine arm lift, change, one of these things. So up she goes.
Whoa. That cannot be safe.
A lot of power here, a lot of power. All right, what's happening here is that the car's coming up with the engine because the engine motor mounts are still done up, because you have to undo them from underneath, which we can't get underneath because we can't jack the car up. So we're right back to square one.
This could be dangerous.
So we have to revert to the laws of physics, which is, if we can't get the engine to come up, maybe we can get the car to go down. She went a little bit.
Man, he had to do this in one take, damaging a car.
The reason the engine was so heavy was that we didn't bother with the time-consuming job of removing the transmission. So now what we can do is just take out the drain plug.
It's getting like worse and worse.
Get our little pan here to catch the, and we're going to get the old oil out of her here. Okay. Yeah. She's coming. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's got her.
Oh, that for the little couple little
She was
drips.
definitely ready for an oil change, wasn't she? Huh? Tighten that up again, and now we can put the new oil back in. I say new oil, but it's actually just the oil I took out of the thing last time I did the oil change. Okay, take off the cap here. And we pour it right in here. Not going to spill any there. That's basically it for doing your oil change. It's that simple. Spill a little bit there, okay.
Spilling a little
There we
bit.
go. Alright. And that's it. So until next time, remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Is that his saying, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy? I love that.
Ah, she can take a bit more.
What I like about this is such a like wholesome setting. Just this guy. I mean, you probably see YouTubers like this today, like these older gentlemen doing these handyman things, doing these things around the house, teaching people how to do these things, like in this case, change oil in a car, but taking it to that absurd level, just completely destroying the car, all for the sake of a couple of little drips of oil. Really great comedy. I love that contrast between the absurdity and the wholesome setting. Next we've got perpendicular parking. How many cars were damaged in the making of this show?
You know, there are two things that every man finds really hard to do. Number one is parallel park. Number two is explain to your wife why you watch this show. Now, I can only deal with one problem at a time, so I'm going to focus on the parallel parking. The problem's pretty simple. You need the car to move sideways, but the wheels don't point that way. Well, what if you add a set of wheels? Smaller wheels.
Add a set of wheels?
These are brand new caster wheels. They're too pricey for me, so Dalton just loaned me a bunch. Or at least I'm sure he would have if he was home. Now I'm going to mount those casters on this heavy-duty piece of marine plywood. Okay, I'm not good with metric. This is 1
so
inch
over
wide,
the
but
top.
if you're buying it from a Canadian lumber store, you got to switch over to Celsius, which I believe is a 9 hectoliter, like that. Okay, first thing you want to do is you got to cut this thing so it's the same length as the distance between the front and back wheels. Wow, for once in my life, everything's working out perfect. Okay, I got the board mounted on there with a jack in each corner. Got the casters underneath pointing sideways. This looks like a winner to me. How can you lose with 4 jacks? The jacks are activated by what were cordless drills, but I got them running off the cigarette lighter. They're 9-volt drills and the car is 12-volt, so that should save me a lot of time.
Oh man, this is going to be trouble.
And the beauty of DC is that you can reverse the drills by just switching the wires. So I got one cigarette lighter for lowering the unit, and I got another one for raising it. I'm done with parallel parking. I'm into perpendicular parking.
Wow. I thought that is that actually work? I mean, that must be getting pulled from the side. In a way, there
When I'm
must be.
ready to go, just roll the car out and drop the tires back onto the road. So remember, if the women don't find you, handsome. Oh. They should at least find you creative.
Very good, man. In a way, I was thinking, could that actually work? Really like the host. I think that the way he plays it is, yeah, really like those guys that host these types of shows. But again, the concept is brilliant, man. Really enjoying this one so far. Tell me what you think about that one as well. Next we've got Pothole Proof Car. Another car destroyed.
The roads around here are in terrible shape. It wrecks your car and it limits your speed. It's almost enough to make you pay your taxes. But rather than do something I know I'll regret later, I've been trying to find a way to smooth out the ride. Now, this one worked great the odd time the helmet actually lined up with the pothole. Other than that, it felt like you were walking with one high-heeled shoe on. Not that I've done that. Now, this one wasn't totally successful because I forgot that Bernice is allergic to feathers. I even tried filling up the potholes. Everybody at Bernice's work gets one of these totally uneatable Christmas cakes every year for the last 35 years, so we got a fair whack of them. And if you flip them over, they're the same size and shape as a pothole. Trouble is, after 35 years, the Christmas cakes are in about the same condition as the road.
Shit. Some very good physical comedy in this
But
show.
then in today's paper, something caught my eye. Right about there. No. I was looking through the personals to see if any of my old girlfriends had come to their senses. When I saw some guys trying to unload an above-ground pool, and I'm thinking, hey, that could be just the ticket. Now, I don't have any money to give them, but maybe we can work out a trade of some kind. We'll see.
What is this?
That was a mistake. I should have emptied it first. The only thing I need from the pool is the side. I'm cutting it in half, so I get 2 wide rings of sheet metal. It's light, it's durable, and it's smooth. A lot smoother than the roads around here. But I'm not going to be driving on the roads anymore. I'm going to be driving on these babies. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm just trying to keep up with you guys. I'm using these lawnmower handles as guides for my pool sides. Of course, taking the handles off the lawnmowers means I can't cut the grass, so it's a win-win. The idea here is to put something between your tires and the road. Something that'll smooth out the bumps. Kind of like what your wife does between you and the neighbors. Funny how slipping a ring on can change your life forever. Now I'll just glide over the potholes. And here's another bonus. Real easy to find this car in the parking lot. So remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy.
I need to see if this works.
And if the cops pull you over and ask you what the heck it is, tell them it's a carpool. Well, you know how some people can't leave well enough alone? Well, if that's the case here, they found some new way of watching the Red Green Show. The expression flogging a dead horse also comes to mind.
The effort to go into like making that prop with that car, that is actually impressive. Again, I'm looking at this show as like, it's a comedy show, of course, and it's got like very good physical comedy, good just writing as well. I like that, man. That is some more great Canadian comedy. I love the concept of it, really taking these simple problems that probably everybody encounters and just seeing how far they can push it to like come up with these over the top and crazy solutions. Tell me your memories of the show. Tell me your memories of Handyman Corner. And recommend some other parts of this show that you enjoyed as well. Yeah, thanks for watching.